Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome to another entry of the routine roll. I'm talking. I'm just speaking right away what I think. But yes, in this video, I'm using Chinese paint. Chinese paint is a lot like gouache. If you never used gouache or Chinese paint, I would advise you to try. It's very fun to use. Just mix them with water, and you go on. You can just control the consistency with how much water you put, and you can get different opacity levels. It's very nice to try. I mean, like, it's super comfortable. I'm somebody who draws mainly black and white, and I've tried Chinese paint, and I was like, oh yeah, this is not bad. This is really good. And then I tried gouache, and I was like, wow, I can do stuff with it. So yeah, I started using it. It's been a while since I drew anything color, so I thought to myself, it's time to put some colors on the roll. So just to remind you, this is a 30 meters paper roll, and it's called a routine roll. It's an art project that consists of a protocol in which I just start drawing at the same time almost every day. It's about catching the routine and putting the routine together into one place, so I can just make it like a timeline. It's different from my diary roll because I don't really write the date, and in the diary roll, the protocol was to begin at 10 o'clock every morning, like 10 a.m. And in this role, it's more free because, yeah, it's about routine, and these days I'm working very hard to try to support my art. It's very hard, man, to get some support for your art. I mean, galleries and all. It's not that easy to get recognized, so I have to work in other fields to get the money to support my art. Anyway, if you like my video, if you like the drawing and what I do, you can always leave a follow. It would help me tremendously, as my videos don't grow that much in audience. I know it's pretty old school, and yeah, today people are using AI for everything. They're using AI for composition, and I see people who use AI for composition having, like, I don't know, 100k more followers. Like, just in a week they get them, but I'm not interested by doing that because I don't want to lose my identity to some PC. uh, AI, for me, if you ask me, should be something that we use, not something that we rely on fully. It's just a tool, like anything. Like, I've never put my life in the hands of a PC. It's more like, it's philosophy that you can find. I don't know, go watch some movies, iRobot or whatever. There are many movies and sci-fi books that talk about stuff like that before even AI was thought of being capable of doing anything. But yeah, it's going very fast, and we're in a time where manual stuff is going very rare. So I like my things. I like what I do, and I hope you like it too. Anyway, so yeah, I'll walk you through the process. I'm live drawing my cat, which is just sitting and judging me. So if you know cats, they change poses every 3 to 5 seconds. So basically, I start doing the big sketch with, putting the main colors, and then I continue by memory because it's not possible. She already moved 1,000 times. I can't do it anymore. So that makes my drawing a bit less, a bit less perfect, but it makes it alive. I mean, it would be a bit deformed if you watch it, and it's fine with me. I started to accept that I can do very good stuff, but to draw live stuff and to make it look alive, that's a whole different story. Because if you gonna draw something and it looks perfect, it's nice, but it's not a picture, it's not a photograph you're making a drawing, which is a representation of what you see with the way you see the world. I mean, it's like a perspective thing. And I tend to see things uglier than what they look like. I don't know why. It's aesthetic problem or something, but I tend to see things uglier than what they look like. And at some point, I thought to myself, you know what? I'm just gonna draw ugly stuff, and it's mainly thanks to my wife because she's behind me, and she's like, nah, she's an artist too, and she's like, yeah, you have to free yourself from the contraptions of the mind. My God, look at me talking. I talk like I'm some kind of you know, weird book writer. I'm gonna start a cult. I'm gonna call it the cult, the role cult. Anyway, so let's get back to business. And yeah, so basically, because my cat is a, you know, it's just a tabby cat that you can find outside, but she is three colors technically. She's just a bit darker on the color side. So I thought to myself, we're gonna start with an orange base, add the main points: the ears, the eyes, which are green, the nose, which is you know you know the color. Jesus, man, I forgot how to say the color. Anyway, which is pink. Yes, pink. It came back to me. So the nose is pink, and the mouth is a bit reddish. And then you add the rest. And for the shadows, since she's black, but she's not really that black, you know, I choose a dark green. Now you can see me tapping with my finger because sometimes on the brush there is too much water, and because my roll is horizontal, you know, it could flow downwards, and I don't want that. So I tap with my finger to get the excess water off. Should be something. Now I draw horizontal because I don't want to draw on a flat table. It's gonna be too hard. So I use a support that I made myself. So a weird ass support. It's composed of many different things, and yeah, so I use this kind of support, and I draw horizontal so I can sit on a small chair and just draw while having my back straight. It's very important if you're gonna have long sessions of drawings or even fast one to be in a good posture, because if you're not in a good posture, you're gonna be uncomfortable, you're gonna have back pain, neck pain. Maybe I'm just too old and just disappearing and dying, but believe me, this trick will save you later on if you're just starting on art or anything. You can always, you know, the basics, the posture, how you hold the stuff is very important because it's for the long-term comfort. And if you don't fix it before, you're gonna have problems later on. Believe me, and I can tell you, I had a lot of problems. I'm self-taught. I didn't go to art school till later on, where I just learned theory. I never learned something like practical on art school. I mean, it's more like university, but yeah. So I'm self-taught, and I was a comic book artist. I made my comic books and many things before, and I was searching for a style. I'm still searching for it, and yeah, I stumbled on the roles, and I made a whole research about them. I was like, I don't know, 150 pages about fucking roles, man. It's huge. Anyway, so yeah, I'm just like that. I'm thinking about stuff, you know, that's concerning my art myself. And art is like a meditation, you know, depending how you take it, it's gonna be something very special or something very unique. It could be just something relaxing, you know. It doesn't matter. You don't have to put a huge label on art. Just do what you want to do and be comfortable about it, you know. And this is important because it's a practice. It's practice like you do sport. If you do it for competition and challenge, it's not the same thing as doing it for yourself. And I'm not looking for, you know, competition or challenge anymore. There are so many artists and they all make amazing stuff. I can't judge people who make stuff with AI because it's the new age, and yeah, they're adapting to the new wave and they want followers and they want to sell stuff. And I kind of get it, but it's very important to stay with the manual stuff, because if we lose that, it's a huge part of the human culture that goes to the bin. And it's kind of sad to just, you know, take one format and live with it, you know, and just like everyone creating the same thing because it's dictated by an automated PC stuff, you know. It's so strange. I mean, it's fine. It's not that it's not fine. Again, I'm not judging anyone who uses that, and I kind of understand the practical part of it. But you know, it's art. I mean, it's supposed to be a form of expression of the self. If you don't have a self, how do you express it? You know, it's many questions that go inside it. Anyway, so I'm pretty much done with the drawing. I'm almost finishing it, and yeah, it looks pretty fine to me. The head is kind of huge and the body is small, so it's because the perspective. Because I was standing and she was down there, so she looked like me like that. Her head looked huge. Uh, nice final touches of color. When you work with gouache, one last or anything, you need to be patient. You need to wait for it to dry, otherwise you will get muddy colors, especially in Chinese paint. Chinese paint is a mineral-based paint. It's made with mineral and glue, so minerals tend to oxidize like iron or anything. They tend to rust basically. So if you put different minerals together, you get a very grayish muddy color, and your painting is done. It will not look like anything you wanted it to look like. So be careful about that. And yeah, always have something to clean your brush tip off. Always have some water, and you just shake your brush into water to clean it
Donc
off.
j'ai fait une tête
So you can
énorme pour un
always
corps très
start
petit, mais
with
c'est pas
fresh
très grave,
color,
hein.
clean color. Except if you want to mix them, you
Ça
mix
va,
them in the
ça ira,
palette.
c'est
You
beau.
take some piece of plastic or a piece of glass or anything, and you mix them on it. You don't mix them directly in the paint. It's very important. It's small details. People probably this, but I'm just reminding because you're never enough reminded of
Ouais, parce qu'elle, elle est
technical
techniquement
details.
simple, ouais.
So anyway, if you liked my video and if you like watching this, please drop a follow and join me in the comments if you have anything you want to share with me, or if you have anything you want to talk about. I'll be glad to answer. Thank you very much for watching, and see you next time.
Le blanc, c'est bien, parce que sur papier blanc, le blanc.